In September 2016, myself, my wife, and our 11-month-old son, Grant, all had colds. And mine and Jessica's both got better within a week or so, and Grant's just didn't seem to ever get any better, and actually, as time went on, seemed to actually be getting a lot worse.
We started noticing his lymph nodes were swollen in his neck, and so we took him back to the doctor after waking up with his right eye completely swollen, and she sent us for some lab work. I took him to where I work at Palm Bay Hospital, where I'm a nurse, and I just had one of the doctors evaluate him, and he told me he thought he needed to be checked in and get labs and further testing. And after labs, chest x-ray and ultrasound, when they tried to admit him to our pediatric floor, they were told that he needed to be evaluated for cancer, and we don't have oncology. So they transferred us to Florida Hospital for Children in the middle of the night. After being there for just less than a day, we had a diagnosis of leukemia, but we didn't know the kind because we needed to get a bone marrow biopsy. We continued chemo for 56 days, and we were able to continue the bone marrow biopsies and lumbar punctures inpatient with the chemo until we were discharged on Christmas Eve.
2 weeks before we started with these colds, we actually found out that Jessica was pregnant again. And when Jessica was 36 weeks pregnant, we found out that Grant had relapsed again, and we knew that the cord blood was an option if the baby was a match to do his stem cell transplant. Because of the cholestasis, she was induced at 37 weeks, which was great news for us that we weren't going to have to wait around to get this cord blood sent off. We sent the cord blood off on May 16th, Wyatt was born, and they told us it could be 4 to 6 weeks before we had any results as far as whether or not Wyatt was a match for Grant. For as excited as everybody was about the cord blood, we found out that the chance of Wyatt being a match for Grant was actually only 1 in 4. So it was still kind of a long shot, but it was at least a chance for him. About 4 weeks later, we got the call from Dr. Kelly to let us know that the results had come in and that Wyatt was a perfect match for Grant.
The transplant process for him went very smoothly, and we were told after his bone marrow biopsy in August that he is in remission and he's 98% Wyatt cells, which is great news for us.
My hopes for Grant, number one, of course, is for him to stay leukemia and cancer-free and just grow up and be everything that, he was born to be.
Grant is the best big brother ever. If Wyatt is crying, he wants to know why he's crying, and he wants to get him his pacifier and make him better.
We weren't sure if it was going to take a while for him to want to be interested in a little kid at all, but he is all about his little brother, and I think it's funny because he doesn't obviously understand what an impact his brother has had on his life.